have to sit here like an animal. Serenity now! Serenity now!
What is that?
Doctor gave me a relaxation cassette. When my blood pressure gets too high, the man on the tape tells me to say, Serenity now!
Are you supposed to yell it?
The man on the tape wasn't specific.
Picture this, it's the late 80s, and sitcoms are wholesome, predictable, and full of cheesy lessons. Then Seinfeld shows up and says, what if we just didn't do that? No hugs, no learning, just four selfish New Yorkers being themselves, and somehow it became one of the biggest shows in TV history. So how did a show about nothing become everything? Let's break it down.
Guys, hold up!
Sweet, fancy Moses.
Elaine, oh my gosh, this show really does crack me up. People love saying Seinfeld was a show about nothing, but that's the con. It was actually about everything small, the dumb little things we do but never admit. Like waiting for a table, getting stuck in a parking garage, losing a shirt in a dry cleaner. These weren't big stories, they were our stories.
A lesbian sighting. Oh, my lucky day. They're so fascinating. Why is that? Because they don't want us. You gotta respect that.
In the 1980s, sitcoms were about families, morals, and happy endings. Seinfeld said, what if we made an episode about a guy waiting for Chinese food? And it killed. Jerry, George, Elaine, and Kramer, none of these were good people. They were selfish, petty, neurotic, and hilarious. George was a human embodiment of failure. Elaine was brutally honest. Kramer was a cartoon character brought to life. And Jerry, he was basically observing the madness, tossing in sarcastic grenades. They were relatable because they were flawed in the ways we're flawed. You didn't want to be them, you were them. Most sitcoms end with a lesson. Seinfeld ended with nothing. Get it? It's a show about nothing? No? Larry David had two rules. No hugs, no learning. Characters didn't grow, they didn't change, they made the same mistakes every episode. And weirdly, that's what made it real. Because let's be honest, most of us don't change much either.
Got him!
Seinfeld wasn't about one-liners, it was about structure. Every episode had multiple storylines that crashed into each other in the final minutes perfectly. The soup guy's no soup for you. The Puffy Shirt disaster, the marine biologist, and the golf ball in the well's blowhole. All set up and paid off like clockwork. That's not sitcom luck, that's surgical writing.
Let me understand. You got the hen, the chicken, and the rooster. The rooster goes with the chicken. So who's having sex with the hen?
Seinfeld was one of the first truly self-aware sitcoms. It knew it was a TV show. It made jokes about being a TV show. They even had an entire arc where Jerry and George pitched a show to NBC about nothing. It was like a sitcom looking straight into the camera and saying, we know what we're doing. The late 80s and early 90s were perfect for Seinfeld. America was shifting. Less interested in the sugar-coated morality, more interested in sarcasm and irony. If Friends was the 90s sitcom for people who wanted friends, Seinfeld was a sitcom for people who hated people. It ran 9 seasons, 180 episodes, and then it walked away at its peak. It didn't just influence sitcoms, it rewired them. The Office, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia all owed their DNA to Seinfeld. Seinfeld wasn't a show about nothing. It was about everything that mattered in the moment. It proved you could make TV gold out of the smallest slice of life, as long as you had the guts to make it brutally honest. So yeah, a show about nothing. Well, go ahead and like and subscribe, and let me know what your favorite episode was.